What's up? It's your boy Carcino in the house. One more again. Yep. One more again. Let's get it. Now, the league, once again, shifting and making moves. Now, your boy Lonzo Ball has got himself in another situation where it looked like Josh Hart is going to be involved in the trade. Before the end of the trade deadline, Lonzo Ball will be traded. That's facts. What's up, Kenzie? Man, I was knocked out sleep, man. After like we got off that thing, man, I was go. Yeah, so Lonzo Ball could be going to Sacramento with Josh Hart. Just be the second time they have been involved in a trade together. New Orleans had every bit of keeping him. He don't want to be there. The reason why they want New Orleans was going to keep him because Zion likes Lonzo on the court with him. Majority of Zion Williamson's buckets come with when he's playing with Lonzo Ball. Lonzo finds him and looks to find Zion, and Zion likes that. That's why when Zion's on the floor with Lonzo Ball, he has a lot more success. So he's only being traded because he's allowing himself to be traded. Hmm. They offered him an extension and he turned it down because he doesn't want to be there. Hmm. Well, the Pelicans, it's a whole different team. You know, you're looking at what their whole goals are. Their goals have changed. Like this is why JJ Redick is going to be out. The Clippers are actually in talks to trying to get JJ Redick to be a backup point guard. Mm-hmm. Exactly. To me, it's different. When I see when I see things move in the light that they're moving at, it lets me know that things are not progressing in the right format. Like, look at the Pelicans. You made a good point, but look at the Pelicans. They're getting younger. JJ Redick is 36 years old. They got to move him. The Clippers getting him and having him as a backup point guard would be essential because he can pass, he could defend somewhat, but you need him to be a threat scoring, and he could actually move the ball around and lessen the turnovers. You need a veteran there, and then that takes some pressure off Pat Bev because you don't only need him to play certain minutes. But Reddick could give you that big three when you need it. He's someone that they would have to respect on the court. Now, Derrick Rose is another person that's mentioned in that trade with the Clippers because they still want to pick up that backup point guard before this is all said and done. Now, Lonzo wants to get back to California. He misses California. New Orleans is not for him. He already lost a chick because of it, and these dudes are super emotional. These are new times, these are babies, and they don't get it. Kennedy gonna introduce himself 600 times. Hey, what's up, chat? Now, this dude said Lonzo didn't ask for a trade. Yeah, he did. When you turn down signing a contract extension, you're asking to be traded. They're gonna trade you because you're gonna leave at the end of the year or when your contract's up. So you're not signing the extension that they offered to you. And they only offered it to you because Zion Williamson wanted you to stay. That was the only reason you were getting the extension. No, it looked like the Sacramento Kings wants to do a deal for him. It does not help their team for them to get Lonzo Ball, but because The coach over there is Luke Walton. Lonzo Ball will listen to Luke and do what Luke want him to do. Josh Hart played with Luke, bringing those guys over, having them come off the bench would probably help the Kings. Probably, I don't really see it helping, but it could. Give us JJ back in Philly. No, his Philly days are done. His Philly days are done. You don't want to go back to that organization. Kyle Lowry's done. A lot of people don't know that, but he's done. Once he got that championship with Kawhi, that did it. Kyle Lowry, no, he don't have to do nothing no more. He's got a championship. That was it. That's all he needed was that championship. Kyle Lowry at this point stays hurt too much. You need a backup point guard, not a starting point guard, or some point guard wishing to start. JJ Redick would be perfect fit. You know, they already got Kennard. They realized they made a mistake picking up Reggie Jackson. They tried to get Rondo, but Rondo's too unreliable. He stays hurt too much. At least JJ Redick stays in decent enough condition to play. And he's 36 years old. You know, you need somebody with some veteran experience. That's funny because I hadn't even seen that until you just said it now. He was like, I saw Joint in the title. I'm like, only a smoker. I'm like, Joint? What is he talking about? I had to go check it out. I'm like, oh, Joint trade? That thing would get spent around from a pothead. What? Lonzo Ball and Josh Hart sharing a joint? I don't know what happened to Kennedy, dog. You must have did some stuff. Everything you put in here is like coming up like restricted. I gotta approve every message Kennedy puts in the chat. If he just say hi, I gotta approve it. You must have done some stuff on YouTube, boy. Kennedy every time. And if he say hello, I gotta approve it. You didn't piss somebody off. Yeah, look. See, even now, everything he put, LOL, I gotta prove it. Well, y'all can't see it. Really? Yeah. Your words would not be popping up if I'm not clicking the button right now to say, really? I didn't know. Yeah, you've been banned. It's like somebody got to prove everything you post. That is crazy. Yeah, that's probably why you use a lot of profanity in your posts and the chats. But man, he can't say a word without getting shadow banned. Hennessy can't say nada. Anything he say is coming up banned. I gotta prove every single word. Man, I'm telling you, it's a whole different ball game. Mm. It's a crazy game, man, because most of the people don't even realize that. Sorry about that. They don't even realize that the people that they are supporting and getting behind, they crazy. Lonzo Ball, man, somebody was, Kyle Kuzma was accused of banging his chick. Um, Another NBA player was banging his chick, and he couldn't deal with it. He left his baby moms for these girls, and Kyle Kuzma ran through a couple, but they young, like them taking out these Instagram chicks is what they supposed to do. Lonzo thought he was building towards a relationship with this chick. That wasn't gonna work out because he's in New Orleans and she's in Cali. It's not gonna work. Now he wants to be in Cali. So a trade to Sacramento is where he really wants to go. He needs to be near California as much as possible. How do I know that? Because these little people talk. They talk. That's all they do is talk, talk, talk. Yeah, it's crazy, man. He said, imagine picking Lonzo over. He said, imagine picking Lonzo Ball over Jason Tatum. Lonzo Ball and Josh Hart are gonna probably end up in Sacramento together, playing with their old coach, and then they'll both be back in LA because the Pelicans don't want Josh Hart. They don't. He's not. It's just no place for him. They feel like on the team. JJ Redick, they want to give him an opportunity to play for a winner, a team to win a championship. The Clippers are interested as much as they are for Derrick Rose with the Pistons. They're interested in picking up a point guard who can give them some, relief at that position, as they feel like they're in a position to go to a championship. The team that they have in place right now, they like the fact that they're not being spoken about. That Brooklyn and the Lakers getting all the attention. They'll just keep packing up the W's and getting better. So that's how they feel. Like we'll just keep getting better, and then when the playoffs come, then maybe we'll surprise some teams. Lonzo will be back with his old coach, Luke Walton. Who they getting in return? I don't know. You're dumping off spare parts for spare parts. So I mean, what were you getting out of Josh Hart? Nothing. You weren't getting nothing out of Josh Hart. Lonzo Ball might give you a couple of passes. They offered him an extension, but he wants to be out of New Orleans. He don't want to be there. He wants to be near California. That's where he wants to play. I think the Clippers will do fine. Trade Pat Bev for Lonzo. That's interesting. Um, it's very interesting. But why would you trade Pat Bev? Did you not see how he dogged Lonzo Ball his very first game in the league? You gonna get rid of somebody who was first team all defense? First team all defense. No, because when they start slapping fouls on Pat Bev for playing too aggressive and playing defense, Pat Bev is somebody you could put on LeBron. Now, Reggie Jackson is somebody who never should have been on the team. This guy doesn't have an inkling of playing a point guard position. He was always a two guard, and they have no place to put him, and they thinking maybe this guy can make a pass or two, but it's just not in his psyche. Reggie Jackson is somebody who has to go, but they were forced to give him a 1 year deal based on the fact that okay, that's an auto company. They were forced to give him a deal based on the fact that mm, that Rondo went to Atlanta. At the last minute, Atlanta gonna offer Rondo some astronomical amount of money, more than that they were willing to pay. What's up, Sharon? He's only good for instant offense, and that's part time. That's like maybe some of the time. Oh, the Pistons gonna be ready tonight. Let's go. Oh yeah, this is my PS5, baby. My Pulse headphones. Got my PS5 remote. Oh yeah, PS5 Pulse. Yeah, PS5 remote. Jim Jackson called Ben Simmons a bust or the B word. Well, in the case of Bradley Beal, things are moving a little differently. With Bradley Beal, you got people who are, oh, sorry about that. In the case of Bradley Beal, you're looking at a situation where people are conflicted. They're conflicted with what they're gonna do, where they're gonna move him, and what team is he gonna go for, and what could they get in return for Bradley Beal. Washington wants draft picks. They want different players put on there. There was talks he was gonna go to some weird teams, but other talks fell apart. It was like the Clippers were gonna get him. A lot of people are in the rush to get Bradley Beal. LeBron wants to get him badly, and figuring that they could make some roster spots and they will work things out just to get him for this season, and then they'll figure out a way to make the money up. Well, here's the thing: LeVar Ball has not been very instrumental in dealing with Lonzo anymore. A lot of people haven't noticed that. The other two sons, he is. He let Lonzo be his own man. That's what Lonzo wanted. You want to be your own man? Go ahead, be your own man. Go do your thing. So now they get to do their own thing. Oh, on the Patreon today, we will be doing video breakdown of the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James. We'll be doing breakdowns to show you how poorly he is as a player. So that'll be coming up today. Yeah, we're gonna be doing film study. Mm, hmm. Well, you got to realize that when these situations come around, when these situations come around, Lonzo Ball is a person that want to leave because all his women been getting ran through. He can't keep a chick because he lives in New Orleans and he has not become part of that community. He hasn't given the New Orleans community a chance. New Orleans was going to keep him because he plays very well with Zion Williamson. Zion gets a lot of his free buckets, and Zion, I mean, Zoe looks for Zion, and Zion loves it when he's on the court, and he prefers Lonzo giving him the ball because when he out there, Lonzo looks for him and look for ways when he's open, try to hit him with passes, and that's when Lonzo seems to have a great game when he's playing well with Zion. So they offered him an extension based on the strength of him being on the court with Zion. He turned it down, which told them, okay, he doesn't want to be here anymore. He turned down the extension. We got to trade him before the trade deadline because we're not going to get nothing out of it. So we might as well trade the kid. And he wants to go to California. He's homesick. So he gonna be out the league sick in a minute because now they're gonna send him and they're gonna try to move Josh Hart to the Sacramento Kings, where he'll be with his old coach Luke Walton, Josh Hart too, and he'll listen to Luke. Plus, he'll be back in the crib. JJ Redick is being moved because they want to. He's 36. They want to give him an opportunity to play for a winning team, as this might be the last 2 years of his career. You know, somewhat. The Warriors are doing just fine. I told people they'll make it to the playoffs. Now, well, look, it's like this. It's Brandon Ingram's team. The team belongs to Brandon Ingram. He is the first scoring option on the team. If you ever watch the Pelicans, you will know Zion is not that guy yet. They got him as a role player. He's not the player that's gonna just dominate the game. He's not that guy. Well, I don't even know how you could compare today's game to yesterday's game statistically. You're not gonna The rebounds you get today can't be compared to the rebounds of Moses Malone, Charles Barkley, Oakley, all of those guys. You just can't. There's no centers, there's no power forwards, nothing. Nothing you could do that will compare to them. The game is not played in the paint no more. There's not a bunch of people in the paint battling for the boards. That stuff don't even exist no more. You know, people used to love to see the battle of the rebounders, Barkley and Oakley down there banging for the boards, Dennis Rodman in there banging with these guys getting the rebound. I mean, the Pelicans is the logo for the New Orleans. That's like their logo, like the Pelican. Even though I'm like, I thought Pelicans would be in Florida. Fly, little Pelicans! And anyway, don't forget, support the page, hit up the Cash App, which is Carcino, Karceno. Also, hit that like button, subscribe to the page, hit that notification bell. Yes, sir. That's why people don't give Kawhi any slack. If LeBron just shut up, people wouldn't be so harsh on him. It's the fact of his arrogance. You know, people like people who have bravado. There's a certain backing it up with the arrogance. But when you're being carried, and then then you bragging, and it's like, dude, they carried you. It's like you like, yeah, yeah, see it, told you. It's like, dude, they carried you here. Think we don't know that? We're watching the games. We see them carrying you throughout the game. The hell's wrong with you? So anyhow, we finna get this day underway. It's gonna be crazy today. I'm out.